Welcome, LEGO Star Wars fans, to another Advent Calendar review. This is 2016 seasonal set launched in September 2016 through, of course, closing out December of that year, 2016. After that, it's on to the aftermarket, which is where I purchased this. And you can check out the full building week by week on the channel. Just check out under the Star Wars playlist. I have 5 advent calendars this year, and now I'm finally on to the review. So right in front of you is full box art. There's 282 pieces, set number 75146, and then this is what the collection looks like as all 24 days. And it's just, this one is sweet, and I think you can kind of tell each week they did a really good job of adding in lots of figures. In fact, this one, technically, I don't know if you can, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I don't know, some of them I don't really consider figures. I would think it's like more like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like 8 figures total is still pretty good. Technically there's 11. 5 are actually unique to this set, so that is a really, really, really good thing. Not every advent calendar has that many unique unique minifigures in it. Sometimes we've seen as low as 2 or 3 unique, and a lot of them that are in duplicate sets. So starting off, and I think this year they really did, and again, I don't have the 2012, 13, or 14 quite yet, so those are the 3 that I don't. I do have the 2015, so that was a review from last week, but they really did a good job kind of going back to the well, doing a Slave 1, and then bang, they hit you right with, I think, just one of the premium figures of this. In fact, this is a common figure, but again, it's generally in very expensive sets, so I really appreciate this is the Bespin Guard detailed gold trim. This is just such a great figure to get. Also think he reminds me of some of the corporate in the new Andor series, corporate officers. Then kind of going in, they went all TIE Fighter on us. And this is a nice one. I really don't mind this. I think to get this kind of printed piece, and these are good when they do micro scale like this. I'm in. I like it. That's not bad. So really, 2 good builds in a row, plus the figure. So I think this particular set was off to a hot start right away. Then they went into another one. Now this one's a duplicate as well. It is the Imperial Navy Trooper in black. And one of the cool things about that figure is, let's see, the sets that he's in. He's obviously in this one, but he's also from the Imperial Star Destroyer. So that is a nice, that is great to get this type of figure. So only in one other expensive set to get this, you just, and I don't really see this one on the market very much in this style of helmet, more of that like a full Navy style. All right, then it's time to go to Hoth, and I think that's part of the theme. This does go from like Empire Strikes Back. There's a little Return of the Jedi action, then there's a lot of back to Empire Strikes Back. There's a little prequel action, which I think is kind of interesting. Kind of confuses me, some of the theming of the advent calendars themselves, but the builds definitely are outstanding. You've got this nice turret that looks really good. I could see somebody doing like a whole scene of a ton of these, and this work looking really, really good. Then this is another fantastic figure that was included. Let me get the official title on it. Snowtrooper, lightest bluish gray. He is actually really unique, so the print itself is unique. This one doesn't necessarily command much on the market, but again, I love getting snowtroopers. Great army builder. I mean, you think about it, Army Builder, Army Builder, Army Builder. This is a great inclusion from an advent calendar perspective. Then the first kind of throwing in that seasonal thing. This is not a bad helmet to get. Some good little parts, but just kind of a fun build for the kids. Then you get this huge, this is great from a part standpoint. I guess it just kind of like builds in ideas. I don't know, a lot of people is it useful or not? More Hoth action. It looks cool. Then this figure is like another show-stopping figure in my opinion. It is the Hoth Rebel Trooper white uniform, tan beard without backpack. Who knows? Is this this almost looks like Rex in there here from the Clone Wars. Could he have been fighting the Battle of Hoth? There's a lot of controversy whether he was at Endor and Hoth and the whole 9 yards. He definitely would have been older. So this is just a phenomenal figure, very unique. So really you got 2 unique Hoth figures. Then they kind of do these, unique micro builds. These are solid. Again, love the parts and they just look good. This one's probably my least favorite. It's the AT. I forget the name of the tank, but it's the AT. Is it RT? I don't know. I forget. AT tank. Then they've got the bomber right there. Then, per usual, all the advent calendars got to do a little throwaway prequel. This is like in the bargain bin of the parts to come up with one of those every time. And then they had one of the starfighters, I believe. This one would be Obi-Wan's starfighter. I think that's pretty good. Nice little foreshadowing of this year's build. And then they threw in a Tantive, which is really nice in holiday colors. Really cool. Then this is another just banger of a figure. This generally is only in some of the more expensive Empire Strikes Back sets. This is the protocol droid. The U3PO silver protocol droid. You do see him for at least $6 and up on the market. Gotta have the gonk. Nice. I like this for parts, but it's not my thing. And then nice little. This is pretty cool how this all works out from a micro scale build. Jabba's palace, right there. Luke Skywalker, gotta have him. He has a concerned face, and then I'm gonna get Jabba the Hutt face. He's got the damaged hand, so it was post Jabba's palace. And then I thought this was really cute. I remember at first I thought this was a speeder, and then you realize it's the skiff that apparently Luke's gonna jump off right here. Just like that. These are great for parts. It's a little small, I think. And then yet another army builder, which is really cool. Just a straight awesome. These are some of my favorite stormtroopers, which is just great. So now we have Hoth on both sides, stormtrooper, protocol droid, and then you've got another Bespin guard. That's just a phenomenal way. And then they kind of ended it with, these are pretty hardy builds. Not quite polybag level. But they've got the shuttle. And then they brought in the, I guess this would be the Yeti sleigh because Yeti Chewbacca or Christmas Chewbacca all set to kind of close the show, which is just a phenomenal figure. Folks who are collecting the Christmas variety of the different Star Wars figures would be big fans of this one. It does command a decent price. I've seen it go from $8 to $15, really all over the place, depending. Good condition. and just a nice, just kind of a fun figure, but not as useful in MOCs unless it's a Christmas thing. So that's the 2016 full rundown. You know, when I give it the eye test, it feels pretty good. There's a couple definite, you know, A builds in here. So like Slave One and this TIE Fighter, and you know, some of the ships are definitely good. It's kind of weird from a theme perspective, but where it knocks it out of the park is that I'll take these army building and unique figures all day long, and the Silver Protocol droid really becomes that icing on the cake. So, and if you didn't get Luke Skywalker, which I've got like hundreds of him at this point, you know, that was not a bad little bonus. But I love getting all these side characters, and I think that's, to me, what Advent Calendar is all about. Plus, in this one, I don't think this is accurate. There might have been some additions that I kind of threw in there from a parts list, but it's the other benefit of these Advent Calendars. You get tons of little parts that are good for Star Wars MOCs and Greebling. So keeping up with Advent Calendars is definitely an awesome thing to partake in. So this one's doing pretty well on the market. I've seen these available. They're out there for in that $40 to $50 range, plus a little bit for shipping depending. And but I think it's a worthy one. Hopefully you enjoy Advent Calendars as much as I do. Thanks so much for watching and joining me on my Lego collecting journey. Make sure to like, subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next Star Wars review. Bye for now.